Hey girls, it is Abigail here. What is going on? I always do that. I always ask a question even though I know you can't respond. So feel free to comment and let me know what's going on. So here's the thing. I have gotten emails from you guys, questions@heyabigail.com, where you guys have told me situations where you've gotten bullied. Now bullying doesn't just happen face to face. Bullying can happen online. They call it cyberbullying. The fact that they have to coin a term after it means that it's ever so prevalent. In fact, there was a study done at UCLA where they found that 3 out of 4 teenagers have been cyberbullied. That's a big number. So I wanted to get to the bottom of this because let's face it, we are an online community. In case you didn't know that, you are on a computer watching me in a video on a screen. So I wanted to figure out if, in fact, we are more rude or crazy or mean online. And if so, I wanted to get to the bottom of it because I really want this place to be a community where you girls can come to and not have to stress about all the things you write to me about. You girls do not need any more stress. After reading your letters, woo, you need an escape, which is what Here Abigail is here for. Which is what Hey Abigail is here for. So I basically wanted to study this as an experiment, okay? Fancy, I know. One of my professors at UCLA helped me a lot, kind of guide me through this process. And some of you were even participants, which is really cool. Don't worry though, I'm not turning into your local Bill Nye the Science Guy. Although, let's face it, that would be awesome. So here's how the study worked in a nutshell. That was the biggest nutshell I've ever seen. That was definitely not a nutshell. If it was a nutshell, then I would hate to see that size peanut because that was a large shell. You could probably make a lot of money off of that on eBay. Anyways, okay, so basically the study took 5 different vignettes. Okay, vignettes are just little stories. So I was like, oh, you're walking down the street and someone curses your name, what do you do? And then I would take it to a different medium. So I would say the same thing, oh, in the same voice too. Oh, you're on a message board and someone curses you out. So I would do that across 5 different medium communications, right? So we have face-to-face, email, webcam, discussion board, and a discussion board when you're anonymous, okay? And I would ask people how they think that they would respond, right, to such a thing. You can see the breakdown of how I did it in the blog post. I had 5 different surveys, blah, blah, blah. Here's what's relevant. Research has shown us that there's this thing called toxic disinhibition. I enunciated that a lot because I always get that wrong when I say it. I still may have got that incorrectly, let's be honest. Anyways, this word causes us to be more rude over the internet, causes us to be more deviant, act in ways that maybe we wouldn't in normal life because there's a lot of factors. We can't see the people face to face, so we're not getting their immediate reaction, right? So if I say you suck in real life and you start to cry, I can see that you're crying and I might, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Maybe that was a little too harsh. But over the internet, we don't have that, right? So I can say you suck and then go and have a cup of coffee and I won't see your reaction. We can also be more anonymous. Sometimes it feels like our online identities are separate from our real world, so we feel like, hey, I can do whatever I want because I am Sparkle Girl 09. I am not Abigail Mason. Well, anyway, I'm not Sparkle Girl 09, so just letting you know, just putting that out there. So all of this causes us to be more rude, to act in ways we normally wouldn't. Awareness is the first step. What I found in my study was that people were not aware that this was happening. Because you see, I was asking a survey, so I was asking people how they thought they would respond. I wasn't measuring how they actually responded, which is what other research has done, right? So there's a difference. I was measuring, hey, are you aware this is happening? So people responded basically thinking that in all scenarios and all vignettes across all conditions, meaning face-to-face, email, doesn't even matter, Abigail. I would respond non-confrontational to slightly confrontational. Why did this happen? Well, there's this thing called positive illusion where we basically want to represent ourselves better than how we may actually be. This is a problem because people aren't aware that this thing exists, that we can be more toxic over the internet, right? But if we're aware of it, we can kind of stop our behavior and think about it before we type, before we send that message. You know, I think what's cool about academics is when it's directly applicable to real life, or when we can use academics to try and solve real life problems. And I think that's what we can do in this case. Learning about toxic disinhibition and learning about people's behaviors on the internet, including ourselves, that's gold right there, folks, you know, because that could allow us to be more informed when we're interacting with friends, when things happen to us on the internet, and to kind of say, you know what, I'm not gonna engage in that. When I go to Hey Abigail's message board, let's say, I'm aware that this little effect might be happening, but I'm not gonna let it happen, right? So awareness is the first step. Alright, I'm done. I'm seriously done. Anyways, go check out the article, and thanks for listening. If you have any questions, feel free. Comment, email me, let me know. I know it's a lot that I just exploded out at you. So anyways, I hope this helps, and I will see all of you girls soon. Okay, thanks girls. Bye.